video, you learn everything you need to go from zero to over $5,000 a month with copywriting. From the absolute basics to writing your first piece of copy, all the way to my outreach strategy and closing your first client. Literally everything. And before you say it, this is not gonna be like all of those other copywriting courses here on YouTube where they milk the same concept over and over again for 2 hours. This course is actually gonna be the opposite. I did my absolute best to make every single minute as value-packed as possible, so I say to not waste any time, get pen and paper, and let's get into it. Alright, let's get started. I'll start really quick by telling you who I am, what I do in general, just giving you a reason to listen to this course. Okay, I started copywriting a year and a half ago when I was an 18-year-old non-native English speaker. I mean, I still am a non-native English speaker, and at the time I was still in high school, and I started copywriting. It was November 2022, closed my first $1,000 a month client after 2.5 months. It was half of January, and I became independent after just 6 months doing copywriting. Now I'm 19 years old and I travel the world, all thanks to copywriting. I make money whenever I want, wherever I want. This is, for example, the apartment I was at 2 weeks ago here in Vietnam. Now I'm at another apartment here in Vietnam. Next week I'm gonna be in Koh Samui, Thailand. Like, if you go to my Instagram later, you can actually see it with your own eyes. But yeah, this is just a quick intro about myself. And now let me give you another reason to listen to me, some results from my student, okay? These students, I had my first client, started outreaching seriously, got my first client on the 9th day, okay? So 9 days using my strategy, got the first client. Anti-Doggo, we will see more of him here because he actually kept on scaling up. So $1,000 a month with 3 emails a week, first retainer of 1K, boom, and then another $300 for some blogs articles. Then still him, now this is like a week ago, he turned a 450 retainer into a $2,000 a month retainer writing blogs, okay? So another proof that copywriting works. Other guy here, $500 writing 3 emails a week. And by the way, 3 emails a week takes around 3 hours a week. 3 hours a week, okay? So it's not that much work, but you can see how much it's making, okay? Got my first client here, boom, $1,575. And these are also got my first client, $300. Like, people are making money with copywriting. My strategy are working. So I hope I gave you a couple of reasons why you should listen to this course. And now let me tell you exactly what we'll cover in this course. First of all, we'll go over the basics, that it's actually the psychology of copywriting. Then I'm gonna show you how to actively read a piece of copy. Then the structure of a piece of copy, the product, avatar, and market research that you gotta do before writing a piece of copy, and then how to write a piece of copy. I'm actually gonna write it live. So I'm literally gonna walk you step by step on the process of writing your first copy. Then we're gonna jump into prospect hunting, finding prospects, outreaching the prospects, and closing the prospects, okay? This is all we're gonna go through. If you've already seen my videos, if you already follow me and you've already watched the psychology of this kind of stuff, you can just skip to the section that you are interested in. But if you are a beginner, don't really know much about copy, you heard here, you heard a bit there, you should literally, really watch the entire course taking notes, because this is everything you need to get to your first client, 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, okay? The information in this course is enough to get you to $5,000 a month. So please pay good attention and let's get started. And the first thing we need to understand is, what is copywriting? Copywriting is the art of persuading people into taking a specific action using words that evoke specific emotions. So basically what we say here is that it all comes down to the emotions. The emotions we evoke inside the reader cause them to take a specific action, which is what we want, okay? So there's always a goal. Anytime you're writing copywriting, there's always a goal, okay? Whether the goal could be getting people to read, it could be getting people to click a link, it could be get people to book a call with you. Whatever it is, there's always an action that we want the reader to take, and we do that by evoking specific emotions inside of the reader. And that's why it all comes down to the psychology of copywriting. Now, copywriting might be a bit of a fancy, confusing word, but it's literally everywhere. Like, you see it every single day. Instagram bios, emails, sales pages, ads, video scripts, in general, scripts in general, okay, all videos, YouTube titles, product descriptions, the copy on my thumbnail, everything, everywhere there's copy. You see copy every single day. So you do not have to overthink it. And at the same time, it's also great because Everyone needs it. Physical businesses, online businesses, personal brands, service-based businesses, product-based businesses, content-based businesses, non-profits, everyone. If you have a website, every business who has a website needs copy, needs copywriting, needs you, okay? So you see how it's literally everywhere and everyone needs it. And that's why it's probably the best and the perfect way to start making money online. You learn one skill, copywriting, something that is everywhere nowadays and that everyone needs. There's demand for it. And you can actually provide a good service and fill this demand and make some money. So let's get into the psychology of copywriting. As we said, people take action based on emotion. We're not rational beings. We take action impulsively. We buy things that we don't need just because of the emotions we're feeling in that moment. So it's fundamental for us to understand which emotions do we need to evoke in the reader in order to get them to take a specific action, okay? And there are 4 main emotions that you need to evoke inside the reader. New, easy, safe, and big. We can then be extended to only, anybody, predictable, fast, okay? Once you understand and learn and master the words that generate these emotions, and I'm literally gonna show them to you in 5 minutes, and you also learn how to combine them together when you write copy, you just become an unstoppable copywriter. You just make a bunch of money because you know how to get people to take action. That's all you're doing. You copywriting, writing, all you're doing is getting people to take action. You learn how to persuade people. So let's start with the first emotion, which is new. It's the most powerful, or the 4 power emotions. That's how I call them, the power emotions. And the reason why it's the most powerful is because it creates intrigue, curiosity, and most importantly, hope. Okay? Hope. And the reason why it's so important actually is that whenever the reader or humans feel like they're about to watch or read something that they've already seen before, they stop reading, they stop watching, they skip, and you don't even have the chance to get them to take action, to tell them what action to take, because they already skip. Their brain, our brain as humans, immediately categorizes what we see as either new or similar, okay? You need to think of your brain as 2 different sides, new and similar. Anytime we look or read or watch something that is actually similar to something we've already seen before, we put it in the similar side and we literally don't pay much attention to it. But anytime there's something new, we're all like, oh, new, all right, what's new? That's why you always watch the news, because we are attracted to what's new. And that's why it's fundamental as a copywriter that you master this emotion. And here are the words that you can use to evoke the emotion of new inside the reader. Words like breakthrough, revolutionary, discovery, game-changing, disruptive, new, announcing, revealed, breaking, okay? So there's a breaking news. I'm gonna reveal my new course. Reveal means it's something new. Obviously the word new. Announcing, when you announce something, it's something new. When it's disruptive, okay, it's something new. Game-changing, all these words create the emotion of new inside the reader. But these are not all. I will leave it down here, the entire list of the power words. You can find it in the description. So these are not all the words for all the emotions. There are going to be all the emotions, all the words down here in a document in the description. So check it out later once you finish the course. But as we said earlier, there is also an extension to the emotion of new, which is only. And only means that this thing is new and also exclusive to you. So it's even more powerful, okay? Basically, you not only have access to this new course, but you're the only one who has access to this new course, and that makes it 10 times more valuable, okay? So for example, you are the only one to have this new solution to a common problem, and that's where it becomes very valuable to the reader. And the power words that actually evoke the emotion of only are exclusive, patented, only here, proprietary, there's no other way than through here, okay? So these are all words that evoke the emotion of the only. As I said, you find more down here in the description. And now emotion number 2 is easy. And what you need to understand about this emotion is that humans are lazy and insecure. They want easy things, right? We are lazy because our brain is always looking to optimize, always looking to save energy. Just optimize the relation between effort and results, okay? So we are basically lazy by human nature. And then we're also insecure because maybe we failed in the past, we failed to do this, we failed to do that, and we don't want hard stuff. We want things that are easy, things that anybody can do it, okay? And that's why the easy emotion is so powerful. By human nature, it applies to everybody. Every time you use the emotion of easy, you are literally, by human nature, targeting everyone. So that's why it's so important. And as I said, it needs to sound so easy that anybody can do it. And for that reason, the extension of the emotion of easy is anybody. Because you need to understand people, like in general, nobody thinks they're the dumbest or less capable people on the planet. So if you imply that the dumbest person on the planet can make money with this program, that means that they can do it too. That means that anybody can do it, which gives people hope and defeats any sort of insecurity barrier. So you see how you can use easy, but you can also use so easy that anybody can do it, and that's where the anybody emotion comes into play. And the words that you can use to evoke both emotions are easy, anybody, obviously, simple, push button, automatic, foolproof, on autopilot, step-by-step, system. All you have to do is starting the sentence with this kind of sentences, right? All you need to do is simply follow the steps, and you just make it simple. You just make it extremely, extremely simple. And that's what we want to do for, to evoke the emotions of easy and anybody. And now the third emotion is safe. Studies, in fact, have shown that people are risk averse. They need to feel like the solution is safe. And the reason why the emotion of safe is so important is that, first of all, it makes the reader less skeptical about your offer, okay? So they become more open about the idea of buying. But it's not just a case, but it's because studies have shown that the things people perceive as less risky are also perceived as more valuable. So we don't perceive something actually more valuable as more valuable, but we perceive something safer as more valuable, okay? So that's why the emotion of safe can actually make whatever you're doing much more valuable for the reader and easily get them to take action. And before we get into the power words, let's look at the extension of safe, which is predictable. In fact, when something follows a predictable pattern, logically, it's also safe. So you can always say, we've predicted, you can already predict that this thing is gonna happen and people will see it as completely safe, okay? In fact, you don't make the reader safe by just saying, hey, I 100% guarantee you that, no, you make your reader feel safe about your solution by showing credibility, track records, testimonials, case studies, success stories, authority, and all that kind of stuff. That's how you do it. You don't just say, hey, I 100% guarantee you'll find clients, trust me, bro. You don't do it like that. You always show credibility, track record, testimonials, case studies, success stories, authority, etc., etc., etc. And so the words that evoke the emotions of safe and predictable are happened before, surefire, this is predictable, this is safe, history is repeating itself. Just like we've seen 10 years ago, now it's doing this, so it's predictable. And again, the last time this happened, my proven system or guide, okay, all these, again, you find more words in the list down below. And finally, number 4, the emotion of big. This emotion generally refers to the size of the opportunity in front of the reader. And honestly, all the 3 previous emotions can fit into big. Big doesn't really work by itself, but it works perfectly when all other emotions are with it, okay? So for example, let's look at this sentence. This breaking, foolproof system is changing millions of people's life. Breaking is new. Foolproof system is easy, and the millions of people's life, like it's actually changing millions of people's life. That's huge, okay? That's big. But what's even better than success is overnight success. For that reason, the extension of big is fast. Let's listen to this one. This breaking, foolproof system is changing millions of people's life overnight. 10 times more powerful, right? So this breaking, new, foolproof system, easy, millions of people's life, huge, overnight. It becomes just 10 times bigger. So that's why the extension of big is fast. People not only are lazy and all that kind of stuff, we're also impatient. We don't want to wait, we don't have patience. So making things fast is extremely, extremely powerful. And these are the words that you can use to evoke those 2 emotions. Big, fast, obviously, monster opportunity, huge opportunity, once in a lifetime, quickly, overnight, weekly, light speed pace. You can use all these to evoke these two emotions. And that was it for the psychology of copywriting. Now you need to really take that psychology and apply it to the copy. So now let's go over a piece of copy that I've written for a client, and let's try to understand the psychology of the words that I've written. Why have I chose those exact words? Why have I put the sentences in that exact order? Let's see it. Okay, here we are. So what you need to understand is that this is gonna be the most frequent exercise that you need to do anytime you read a piece of copy. You need to actively read it. Don't just read it passively. You need to actively read it like I'm gonna do now. We're gonna go literally over every single word that I've written and understand why I've chosen the word. What emotion am I trying to evoke inside the reader? So let's start. We've recently come across a huge new trend and have already used it to help hundreds of guys just like you build an online stream of income and finally escape the rat race. Okay? So we've recently come across a huge new trend. This is big and new. This is big, this is big and new. That we've already used to help hundreds of guys just like you. So here we're saying it's something big and that they can do it. So it's sort of the emotion of anybody, right? We're basically telling them that people exactly like them did it, so they can do it too. And at the same time, it's safe because already hundreds of people did it, right? So let me put that yellow. Let's keep going. Build an online stream of passive income and finally escape the rat race. Now these, you could understand it, but it's basically the desire of the avatar. What does the person which is gonna read this piece of copy desire? What does this person desire? And in this case, it was a stream of passive income and then finally escape the rat race, quit their 9 to 5, whatever, okay? I'm talking about something never seen before. This makes it the emotion new even bigger, okay? And that our clients are using to cash in multiple 5-figure checks every single month. This is big because multiple 5-figure checks, a lot of money, and at the same time, it's predictable, recurring, okay? If it happens every month, it's predictable, so it's safe. These are the emotions that we're giving to the reader right now. And all of it without spending time, energy, or tens of thousands of dollars on it. So basically what we're doing right here is killing their objections. What are the objections? Oh, but I'm probably gonna have to spend so much time, and now we're saying without spending time. So this is basically, we're killing the objection of laziness. We're making it easy basically. They don't need to spend time, energy, or tens of thousands of dollars on it. So what we're saying here, not only we're killing their objections, but we're making it easy. So what we're doing here is giving the emotion, or it's evoking the emotion of easy. Why do I keep on doing that instead of underlining? Okay. And I know this sounds unreal, but I can almost 99% guarantee you've never heard of this before. Makes it new. We're talking about new. There's a 99% chance that I've never heard of it before. So we basically make it new and we kind of intrigue them right here. And it's called digital real estate. It only requires around $10,000 to start. Here, when we say it only requires, we make it seem easy. We make it seem like it's small. We make it seem like it's nothing. So here we're giving the emotion of easy, effortless, okay? And it's like digital, and it's like real estate on steroids. So here, when we say this on steroids, we make it big, we make it huge. And here we explain all the benefits of real estate, okay, of digital real estate. What are all these benefits? Low cost to start, huge margins, 100% automated, recession-proof, and no experience required whatsoever. So all of these have an emotion. Low cost to start, easy. Huge margins, big. 100% automated, easy. Recession-proof, safe. And no experience required whatsoever, easy. Okay? All of these are emotions. They're all emotions. There's just nothing like it out there right now, not even close. We make it exclusive. We make it only. The emotion of only. Only here they can get it. There's nothing like it out there right now. Nothing even compares to it. It's exclusive. It's new and they can access it right now. So click the button down here to see exactly how it works and how we can help you get the ball rolling in just a matter of hours. Just a matter of hours. Why? Because of speed. Because of the emotion of fast. So here we're saying fast and quit the 9 to 5 forever. See you there. So you see how in this little piece of copy, how many emotions I've put inside this copy. It's all the same thing, like every piece of copy is gonna be like this. All you're doing is putting emotions together. But I know what you're probably thinking, like it's not easy to start writing with a blank page without knowing what to write, okay? So let me give you a couple more information about how to actually write a piece of copy. There's the copy structure. Every piece of copy has a structure, okay? And there is one that you can apply to any sort of copy. Any piece of copy with over 60 words has this structure. Also the one that we've just read, okay? There's hook, the body, and a call to action. That's it. You don't need to learn fancy structure. If you've been in copywriting already, you know that they try to teach you DIIC structure, HLT, like you don't need all that. That is highly advanced stuff that you don't need to get to $5,000 a month. Shit, you don't even need it to get to $10,000 a month. You don't need those structures, okay? All you need is a macro structure like this one that allows you to be creative but still follow some sort of psychological structure. That's it. That is it. And each of these sections of the structure have a meaning, okay? There's the hook, the body, and a call to action. The hook gets the reader to stop. It gives him a reason to keep reading, okay? The body is basically selling the offer to the body can have two main functions. Either sells the offer or provides value. And then there's the call to action where we're basically calling them to take action, okay? And based on the goal, you're gonna always see the structure, but based on the goal, the body will take a different form. It can take infinite forms, okay? So basically, there's two main types of bodies of the email. There's one type that provides value, gives value to the reader, so the reader keeps on reading, and then because he wants to exchange the favor, let's say, he clicks your link. So you're basically mission accomplished, they took action. Another way to get people to take action, which is basically in the copy we've just seen, is basically selling them the offer, selling them the desire, selling them the dream, and then they're like, all right, I need to take action, and they click. There's two ways of doing it, so you're gonna see it in many different forms, but the hook and the call to actions are always there, looking almost the same. And now that you know that, let's go back to our piece of copy and let's actually divide it in hook, body, and offer. Hook, body, and call to action, okay? So let's start with the hook. Obviously the hook is this one. This first small sentence is the hook. Let's do it in this color, okay? So that we can see it. I'm talking about something never seen before, okay? This is all body. This is all the body. This is all the body. That's how simple it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Huh. This is all the body, okay? I'm talking about something never seen before. From here to there's just nothing like it out there right now, not even close. And finally, there's the call to action. We're basically calling them to take action. We're telling them, hey, click here. Click the button down here to see exactly how it works. Click here, okay? And here in the body, this was a type of body that played a lot on the desires of the avatar, on what they want, on the benefits of our offer. You see, here these were all the benefits of our offer, what they want right here, you know, making multiple 5-figure checks every single month, everything that their desires. This was a type of copy like this. There could have been a type of body where we basically give them a tip. Tell them, and this is how you do it. We give them 4 different steps on how to achieve a specific goal they have. And then at the end, we could be like, if you want to know more, click the link down here and see how we can help you out. And we still would have accomplished the goal of getting people to take action. That is our only objective. You need to remember that. Your goal is not to sell, unless that's the action they need to take. But in this case, in this, this type of copy, our goal is only to get them to click the button down here. We don't care about anything else. And it doesn't matter how you do it in the body. I don't care what you write in the body to make it happen. Be creative, follow the psychology. But our goal is to get people to click the button at the end of the day. You can do it by providing value up front, or you can do it by, in this case, persuading them through, desires and telling them how good our offer is and all that how good our product is, the digital real estate and all that kind of stuff. That said, it's finally time for us to write the first piece of copy. And the biggest mistake copywriters do, So I do it sometimes too. Like there's a big mistake. Because we are lazy too as copywriters, right? And the big mistake we do is that we jump right into the writing. Okay, we just start writing, thinking, oh, I'm gonna cook this email up in 10 minutes and I'm done. And when it's not like that, we need to understand. There's a lot of things that you need to understand before starting to write. For example, how does the reader look like? What does he want and what does he fear? How aware is he of my offer? What is his most common objection that I need to answer in this copy in order for him to take action? We need to really have a clear picture of our avatar before writing even one single word, okay? And there is a process, it's called the Avatar Product and Market Research, and let me show it to you right away. And here we have it. Let's first of all understand what type of offer or product are we trying to get people to? Are we trying to redirect the reader to? What is, once they take action, where are they gonna go? Let's say in this case, they're going to go to a sales page of what product, okay? What is the offer? In this case, let's do it for my course, my program, which is the Email Copy Camp 2.0. Let's say Email Copy Camp. By the way, if you've never heard of it, you find it out here in the description. But yeah, what's the benefits of the Email Copy Camp? Over 10 hours of content available right away, instantly available, private community of experienced copywriters, 2 copywriting professors at available, and let's say there's also weekly live training with Juby, which is me, and and then there's also Juby's personal swipe file. Okay, these are all the benefits that you get or that anyone gets when they join the Email Copy Camp. Okay, and where I got this from the sales page, obviously. And if you want to check it out, you find it down here. But I already know it. That's why I did this off my mind. Okay, I had it in my mind and I just pull it out, so I already know what's inside the course. But in this case, if you have a product of someone else or you want to get people to someone else's service or product, you need to find all this information. What are the benefits of the product? And you find it inside the funnel, inside the sales page. That's where you study it and you say, okay, one of the benefits of these is definitely this. Another benefit is definitely this. And you put it out here in the benefits of the product. Okay? Then, avatar. Who is the person I'm writing to when I send out my emails? Who is going to be my average reader and how do I convert them into customers? Who is going to be my average reader? That's basically what we call avatar, and that's what we need to put here. Okay, so in my case, my avatar is a male of age between 15 and 25 years old who wants to start making money online. Simple, okay? So what are these desires? What are his desires? I could even say just 25 years old, okay? What are his desires? His desires, as I just spoiled, is making money online. Become independent. Travel the world. Retire his parents. And we could even get more specific here. So instead of making money online, making over 10K a month online. Then something else could be time freedom, working wherever they want. Location freedom. Right? These are all desires, all things that my avatar desires. Cool. Now, what are the fears that my avatar has? What are some fears that he has? Things that he actually fears, doesn't want to end up like that. Okay? Working a 9 to 5 for his whole life, not fulfilling his potential, making less than 30K a year forever, wasting time in school or working for someone else, not making his parents proud, not showing, doing worse in life than other people, okay? Comparison with other people and don't want to do worse than them, okay? These are all fears that the average person who is in my email list, like who reads my emails, let's say, have, okay? And for that reason, I need to have this written down. I need to remember every time. If I want to sell my course or whatever, I need to really tackle the point of you don't need to work at the same place. Like I'm really playing on their desires. You don't need to, thanks to copywriting, you can work from wherever you want. You can work whenever you want. You can retire your parents. I need to really play on the desires of the avatar and also reassuring them and getting them away from their fears. So this is why I need to have this before starting to read, before starting to write. Imagine if I started writing without knowing all these things. I would just write things that people don't relate to, and so they don't, they don't take action. They don't care about the emotions I give them because it's just not something for them. This way I know that what I'm gonna do is for them. Now, what are their pain points? Some struggles they're going through or things they are struggling with, okay? In these pain points here, it's probably gonna be something like not much budget to invest, parents want him to go to school or work a regular job, or something like only 3 hours a day, works a regular job already. These are all reasons, some pain points they might have right now. It could be non-native English speaker, that could be a pain point, and that's it. These are all pain points that they might have. What you need to do is really stop there and start thinking, who is the average person who would join an email list for my client? Who is the average person who will read these? You really need to stop for like 30 seconds, for 30 minutes to an hour and think about these things and come up with this document. You really need this document before you start writing an email. Then obviously you do this once for every client. You do this once. When you do this, for example, right now, once I have this, I can just reuse it every time I need to write copy, right? Now, what is the most common objections that the reader might have? What are the most common questions they have that is holding them from taking action, okay? So for example, is it worth the money? Make this small. Does it actually work? Are people, why should I buy this one and not your competitors? These are all objections that they might have, okay? Then is there a guarantee? All, not just objections, but just questions. How long it takes, how quickly can I land a client? These are all questions and objections that the reader might have, and we want to basically debunk in the copy. We want to answer them already in the copy because they're gonna feel like, oh, he already killed my objections. Now he's, I need to actually look into it because I have no objections left, okay? And the last thing that you want to understand before starting to write is how aware are them of the offer, of the action you want them to take, basically. So how aware are them of the email copy camp? Before I tell them to click the link and go check it out and maybe buy, okay? What are they missing? How aware are they of this offer? Aware means how many times have they already heard about this? Are they non-aware? Are they just aware? or are they fully aware? So non-aware means they have no idea what email copy camp is. So that could be you 5 minutes ago, okay? Now, aware, they know what it is, but they don't know exactly what it is. Like, they know I have this course, they don't exactly know what's inside this course. And then there's fully aware, they know I have this course, they have already looked into it, they've already almost maybe even put the card details in, but they haven't bought yet. So they know exactly what it is, okay? And for each of these type of avatar, you need to write emails in a different, you need to write your copy in a different way. Okay, so non-aware, you kind of have to explain what it is that you're doing, what it is that is inside this course before they're going to take action. Obviously, they don't even know what it is. Why are they going to take action? Okay, now if they are aware of the offer, you want to give more information about the offer, like things that they are missing, because they know what it is, but they don't know exactly the benefits of it. So you want to play on the benefits of the product. Then if they are fully aware, they already know the benefits, they already know everything. What you need to play with is killing the objections. All you have to do left is killing their objections, because there's gonna be a reason why they haven't bought yet. There's gonna be a reason why they have not bought yet, if they are fully aware of the offer and they've already checked it out. There's gonna be one reason, and you find that reason inside the pain point, the most common objections. So basically, the copy you're gonna write is gonna be in a style that kills the objections. Your only goal at that point is killing the objection, showing results, showing people that it's safe, showing people that it's, easy, and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So this is the kind of, in this case, let's say my avatar is aware. They know what it is, but they don't really know what it is. Okay? And that's it. Now that you have your product, avatar, market, research, framework, now you already know what to do next as soon as you have a client, or as soon as you want to write copy for a new product, for a new client. You need to, first of all, have clear in mind who you are writing to. And now that we have in mind who we're writing to, I say, let's write an email for them so that you see exactly how to write an email. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is basically writing a sales email to get people inside the email copy camp. And we've already seen the structure, hook, body, offer, and let's just get our creativity going and start writing a piece of copy, okay? In this case, I envision it as a script for an organic, TikTok, okay? A script for a TikTok where I get people to check the link in my bio where they can see the email copy camp, where they can find the email copy camp. That's the action I want people to take, okay? So let's start by one of the way I like to start a hook is, for example, by saying something that goes against popular belief, or that gets people to actually stop. Okay, gets actually people to stop scrolling. So, for example, something like making 5K a month. Making 5K a month has never been easier. Okay. Now, what is the first thing they're gonna think? Well, it's probably drop shipping or Amazon FBA or one of these things, one of these guru things. Okay. So here we're gonna kill all their objections. This is what I think I'm gonna do. Okay. So making $5,000 a month has never been easier. You don't need to run an agency, nor to build an e-commerce brand. And you don't even need to you don't even need to do, what could it be, nor you don't need to run an agency, nor to build an e-commerce brand, or start trading crypto. Okay, boom. We're basically cleaning their objections. First three things they think is probably they need to run SMA, e-commerce brand, or doing crypto. Okay, and we're gonna say making $5,000 a month has never been easier. Now you don't need to run an agency in order to build an e-commerce brand or start trading crypto. You don't need to do any of that. Actually, we could say something like, and I know. So that was the hook. This is the hook, basically, okay? This is basically the hook. And now we go into the body. And I know that all those things sound very sexy and cool, but there's a way, to make, but there's a new way. Let's add some emotion here, but there's a new way to make 5K a month that maybe is not so sexy, but it actually works. Boom. All you gotta do is writing words that help businesses sell more. That's it, okay? So this line, for example, is all you gotta do is makes it easy. Makes it easy, okay? And then I also say, that's it. I make it even easier. Now let's think of what we could put next. I want to add something else to the body now. Maybe explain what, like give some proof of what copywriting is, how big it is, okay? All you gotta do is write words that help businesses sell more. That's it. And I know that it sounds stupid, but last month, or maybe let's say, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but last month alone, it made me, but last year, I made over, let's say, a number $15,000 with it as a known native English speaker in high school. So everyone, and I mean everyone, can do it. I've put together a course with everything I learned over the past 1.5 years doing this, that covers everything you need to go from zero to over $5,000 a month typing words on your keyboard. The link is in my bio, so check it out and I'll see you there. Okay? So check it out and I'll see you there. Put in a course with everything learned. Covers, I would say, I'll put together a course that covers everything you need to go from 0 to 5,000 a month typing words on your keyboard. Everything you need to go from 0 to 5,000 a month doing this. So just click the link in my bio, to check it out. Now this is the call to action. Check it out and I'll see you there. Okay, so there we go. We've written a piece of copy in what, 5 minutes? And that's why was I able to write in such a short time. Why was I able to write this quick, let's say this good, and it was like as if I knew already what I wanted to put next, okay? The reason why I was able to do this is because I've read and written so many emails, scripts, etc. that I already know what comes next in the step, okay? So first thing I did, a hook. One thing that goes against popular belief. Then killing the objections. What are they thinking? I kill it, okay? Then I do a small introduction to the body, you know, we call back to the hook, but we also get into the body, and then I introduce my solution. Then I make it simple. What is the solution? Explained in a very simple way, but that they've never heard before. Because if here I said, all you gotta do is copywriting, they would be like, bro, I've already heard about copywriting. Instead I said, all you gotta do is write words that help businesses sell more. So instead of going in the side of similar, it goes to the side of the head of new. So people think it's something new. That's it. And I know that it sounds ridiculous, but last year I made over $50,000 with it. Okay, so here we're showing that it's big, we're showing proof, we're showing that it's safe. As a non-native English speaker in high school, so everyone, and I mean everyone can do it. Here we use the emotion of anybody. I've put together, and here just the call to action. I've put together a course that covers everything you need to go from zero to over $5,000 a month doing this. So just click the link in bio to check it out, and I'll see you there. Okay, this is all you gotta do. Writing a piece of copy. You've just written your first piece. We've just written here your first piece of copy. Okay, you see the exact the exact process. These, I generally sell it for $100 a piece, one of these. And you saw how long it took me to write it, okay? So I would say let's go again over the structure that I used in this email so that you can actually now finish this course and go write your own, okay? So first of all, a sentence that goes against a popular belief. You can write it down, take some notes, okay? Then, here, you don't need to run an agency in order to build an e-commerce brand or start trading crypto. Here, I say the most common things that they hear, and so their objection they might have. What are their expectations? I kill their expectation. Here, in this part, I kill their, let me fix this, I kill their expectation, okay? You can write it down. Point number 2, kill the expectation with a list, okay? It's not this, it's not this, it's not even there. I don't know why my camera is doing that. And I know that all those things sound very sexy and cool, but there's a new way of making $5,000 a month, and maybe it's not so sexy, but it actually works. All you're gonna do is write words that help businesses sell more. That's it. Here, all I'm doing here is introducing the service. Introduce the service as something new and as something easy. That's all I did, okay? Introduce the service as something new and something easy. And I know this can work, and I know this sounds ridiculous, but last year I made over $50,000 with it as a non-native English speaker in high school, so everyone, and I mean everyone, can do it. Here, basically all I did was showing some results, showing proof, and then making it even easier, like for anybody. So easy that anybody can do it, okay? This is all I did here. And finally, call to action, sending people where they want to go. What do I want? What action do I want to take? I want them to go click on my bio and check out the course. That's all. This is all for this piece of copy. So now that you've actually seen how to write a piece of copy, how I write a piece of copy, how can you become as good as me? What can you do every single day to improve your level of copy? First of all, you need to write your first piece of copy. Okay, it all starts there. As soon as you close this course, you should write your first piece of copy. Okay, but what can you do every single day? What practice can you do every single day to reach my level in shorter amount of time than I did, okay? First of all, you want to read one piece of copy a day. Just read a piece of copy a day, whether it's an email from me, once you are subscribed to my newsletter, whether it's an email from someone else. I generally suggest emails, so subscribe to some people's newsletters and read one of those emails a day. But not just read them, I want you to analyze them. So you see what I just did, saying, okay, what emotion is he trying to say here? What is this? Where does the hook end? Where does the body begin? What is the structure of this body? Let me write down the structure so I can use it in mine, okay? Analyze one piece of copy a day. That is fundamental. It's really the most important thing you can do, more than writing, okay? Then you want to review one piece of copy a day. So down here, you find the link to join my Discord server. Inside, people just post their copy and you can review their copy. The reason why reviewing is so important is because, first of all, you see what mistakes other people are doing. When you're not reading your copy, you notice the mistakes in other people's copy. You're like, oh, there's something off with this script. And you understand what it is and you don't do it in your copy. And at the same time, sometimes some copies are good, some copies that you read and review are good, so you actually learn a new technique, learn something new. Then what you want to do is write one piece of copy a day. You just, also in the Discord, I put some prompts that you can use to write a piece of copy a day. And then I want you to get one of your piece of copy reviewed, okay? So for example, you write it and then you send it in my Discord so people can give you their feedback on how you actually wrote the copy. And that's it. This is all you gotta do. It takes, I would say, an hour to do basically all of this, an hour 30 to do all of this. And you become a good copywriter. So if you have 1 hour a day, this is what you're gonna do, the first thing. Now then another hour a day, or even more, we're gonna put it towards another goal, which is finding your first client. Now there's 4 steps for you to find your first client. First of all, you want to identify your target. Secondly, you want to pick a niche, find the prospects in the niche, outreach to them, and then lastly, you also want to close them, obviously. But I would say start with the first one and let's go over all of them. So, identify your target. What does that mean? Okay, first of all, we already said it at the beginning that everybody is a target. Everybody needs copywriting. Every single business on earth, okay? Every single business on earth needs copywriting. But before starting, you can't just say, oh, I'm just gonna outreach to everybody. You want to have clear in mind and who you are outreaching to right now, who you want to target right now. And a great place to start, because of now everything is online, and where actually most people start is with personal brands and creators, okay? They are, the only business model that needs all kind of copy. Literally every kind of copy. So that means that every personal brand creator, a person that has, if you don't know what personal brand means, is just someone who has an audience, who is posting content, and has a service or an online product or service that he sells. That's it, okay? And the fact that there's so many of them right now with Instagram, etc., makes the prospect scraping or lead generation, call it whatever you want, finding prospects much, much easier. So for that reason, I suggest starting with personal brands and creators. And as you can see here, for example, I have a personal brand. Juby is a personal brand. Here, I send out emails. These are emails that I send out. This is the VSL in my course. Video sales letter. There was a copywriter, in this case me, that wrote the script of the VSL. This is my organic content on Instagram. There should be a copywriter to write that. In this case, I wrote it. Okay? This is one of my YouTube videos. I need a copywriter to write the intro of my videos to make them hooky and catchy and get people to stop and retain the person who watches it. And then I also need someone for the title of my video. Okay, that is a copywriter. This is my sales page. I had someone who wrote it for me. I mean, I wrote it, but anyone, like a normal person, would need someone to write all of these for them. Okay, so you see how many services you can offer to a personal brand, and that's why we're targeting personal brands at start, because that's the easiest way to start. But now, obviously, saying that you are targeting personal brands is too broad. Like, what type of personal brand? In what niche are you targeting? Okay? And now the first thing that if you've been already in the online space, in the online services space, you already know that people talk about these oversaturated niches, when in reality, there is no oversaturated niche. Okay? There's no oversaturated niche. There's no such thing as that. They are oversaturated of copywriters who don't know what they're doing. There might be oversaturated of that, but you need to understand the average copywriter lasts, if he's lucky, 1 month, because it just starts outreaching and then quits. So yes, the inbox of people is kind of flooded, sure, but if you know how to stand out, and I'm gonna show you later here in the outreach strategy, you're gonna have no problem. So all I want you to do is pick a niche. To pick the niche is pick something you're very knowledgeable about. I don't care if it's fitness, nutrition, gardenery, chemistry, I don't care what it is. Whatever it is, find something that you are knowledgeable about and find personal brands around that niche. That's simple. There's personal brands about every niche, okay? And I would almost like to argue that the more unusual the niche you pick is, the bigger is your edge. Because if you can write about chemistry, even though there's not many chemistry personal brands, obviously, but if you can find someone who offers a service online about chemistry, you could be probably the only copywriter who has the knowledge to write for them. So like you have a big edge. So whatever you're doing, there's no such thing as oversaturated, but if you have to pick between 2 niches you are the same knowledgeable in, pick the one that is the most uncommon, because you literally have an edge on that. Less competition for you. And now that you have a niche, it's finally time to find prospects. And there's three main platforms that we're going to use to find personal brands: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Starting with Instagram, the three ways you find prospects on Instagram is using hashtags, and hashtags about your niche, SEO, so you're using keywords about your niche, and then recommended, which is a function on Instagram, which I'm going to show you now in a second. But basically, one thing that you can do for the hashtags is looking for basically the name of your niche or some keyword about your niche. You put it inside the best hashtags.com, and it gives you a whole list of like 40, 50 most used hashtags that personal brands in that niche use. Okay, so you basically have a list of hashtags that you can use to research your prospects. Then you are also looking for, you can also use just keywords directly inside the search engine of Instagram. So you look for example, let's say it's a fitness niche. Let's say you are looking for online coaches, you just look for online coach inside Instagram, and it's going to show you the top results. And then also there's the recommended section that I'm going to show you in a second. On Facebook instead, we're only going to use hashtags, and they work exactly like Instagram. And on YouTube, we look for keywords in our niche. Let's look at each of them real quick individually. So first thing first, we're on Instagram. The first thing we're going to do is hashtags, okay? So for example, hashtag online coach. Hashtag online coach. First one, 4 million more posts, more than 4 million posts. And you see these are all personal brands online coaches. So there we have them. Now another thing that we can do is, instead of using the hashtag, we only look for online coach. And we're gonna go in the non-personalized side, and we're gonna see all people who have online coach in their bio or in their bio or in their name. Okay, for example, is there one here? No, but in general, all people that have online coach in their name or bio. And another thing that you can do is, once you find one, you say, all right, this is a personal brand, obviously. Now, if I want to find people similar to him, I just click here, and it's gonna show me all people suggested which are similar people to him. In fact, I found this now, which is another personal brand, sort of. This is first, maybe it's not a personal brand, okay? But you can definitely find others which are similar to him, okay? This one, for example, Shop My Clothes, he has a personal brand, 200,000 followers, okay? And I found it by looking at this, suggested. It suggests me people which are similar to him, okay? And you can do this infinitely, okay? So these are the three ways of finding prospects on Instagram. Now, Facebook instead works exactly like Instagram, using the hashtag, so online coach, and you're gonna find another type of people. You're gonna find another type of personal brands, and you can then outreach to them. And now we're on my YouTube, and something that you can do to find the prospects is, for example, do how to make 1K a month online. Okay, and you're gonna find people who talk about how to make money. For example, Dave Nick. You find him. Okay, then he doesn't, but you can find his email address, or you're probably going to be able to find in most of them their Instagram. And if you find their Instagram, for example, Center Stage, you find their Instagram, bam, and then you can outreach there, etc. I'm going to show you now the platforms where you can outreach to clients. And now that you know how to find the prospects, let's see my outreach strategy that I want you to follow, that I know it works. It works with me, works with my client, works with my students. That's what everybody uses now, okay? 50 outreaches a day offering to write a free sample. This is what I want you to do. Offer to write a free sample in 50 messages a day, okay? Simple. And why do I want you to do this, okay? Doing this, you will grow and find clients at the fastest rate possible. But why? Because everyone out there is asking for money. They just be outreaching, asking, hey, can I have some of your money? Hey, can I write an email for you in exchange for $100? Hey, can I do this? Can I do that? And people are tired of it. The inbox are flooded with this, okay? And you don't want to do this. You don't want to do like what everybody else is doing. You want to stand out. So instead of asking, you're gonna give. You are gonna give. And that way, you'll stand out, okay? So you stand out. That's why one of the reasons why you want to offer a free sample is because you will stand out in the inbox. Second reason, when humans receive free value, they feel like exchanging the favor. So you offer a free sample, And maybe they're like, all right, I don't want to work with you because I don't need it right now, but I have another friend who might need it. Okay, so you're offering value up front and they will give you something in return if it's good. Third reason, entrepreneurs want to work with other hard workers. And the biggest testament and proof that you can give to someone that you are someone who works hard is by putting the work up front. So offering a free sample up front without having no guarantee. And finally, in case they don't like your sample, it still was practice, okay? You still have to write one email a day to practice, so why not just writing it for a prospect where you have the chance of closing the client? I don't understand. People are just not doing this to then write an email on their own. Like, just write an email for a prospect so that you land the client. And now an important thing is that you don't need and you don't want to offer a free trial. Just because I said that you want to provide value up front doesn't mean I want you to work for free for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. No, all you want to do is offer one free sample to get the foot in the door. And then if it's good, you work with them. If not, bye. Okay, that's how it is. Some of them are going to say, oh yeah, but let's do a trial. No, you do not want to do a trial because that's where you value your time to zero. They think, okay, this guy is working for free for me for a month. Whenever I'm going to have to pay him, I'm going to pay him $10 an hour, and that's it. Because you're not valuing your time. You need to value your time. Even if you're not making money now, you need to value your time. And you can't be offering a month of free trial for free, because people will think that your time has no value. People will just think your time has no value. So all you want to do is offer one free sample, not a free trial. And here is the outreach message that you can use that works, okay? Hey name, not here to waste your time. I'm a copywriter in the niche space and I'd love to help you with your content marketing strategy. Please let me know if I can send over a sample of my work, kindly your name. So for example, hi Tyler, not here to waste your time. I'm a copywriter in the business and finance space and I'd love to help you with your content marketing strategy. Please let me know if I can send over a sample of my work, kindly Mattia. Boom, you're just simple, straight to the point, offering them to write a sample. You're a professional, okay? Now, I don't want you to take this message and just paste it in your thing and start outreaching with it. You're not going to be the only person watching this. I hope you know this, okay? Other people are going to start using this. So I don't want you to follow this. I don't want you to take it and just use it. What I want to do instead is to understand the different structures. Okay, first thing, something to get their attention. Here I said, not here to waste your time. Because if in the outreach they see, hi name, reaching out to, they're not going to open it. So first thing you want to do, first line is something that, takes their attention. Something that hooks their attention. Okay? Attention. Then, I'm a copywriter in the niche space and I'd love to help you with your content marketing strategy. So here you're going to say, who are you? And what are you gonna do? Simple. What do you do? Okay? And then offering the free sample. Offer. This is the only structure I want you to follow for your for your script. This is the only thing I want you to follow. Attention, who are you, what do you do, and your offer. Simple, and your offer is always going to be to offer a free sample. But you can say it in a different way. Please, I would like to write a sample for you. Let me know when I can send it over. That's another way of saying it. I just don't want you to take it, copy, and paste it in your thing because it's not going to work. I want you to change it a little bit, still keep it professional, still keep it good, but change the words a little bit, okay? And now you might be wondering, because there's other guys who tell you to instead of doing this, writing the sample up front. Why don't we just write the sample up front and then we send the sample with the outreach? Because it doesn't make sense. A lot of people are gonna maybe like your sample, but they do not have the money to pay you or don't want to pay you. Okay? Like, you're gonna be writing for people who you don't even know if they want your service. So you're gonna waste an hour to an hour 30 of your time writing an email or whatever, we're going to see that later, whatever you're going to be writing, without knowing if they need it. At least this way, first of all, you can send so many more outreaches out. You can send many more messages out because it's just basically copy and paste some personalization here, and the name and the X, and that's all. And that way, if someone says yes, then you write it and you know you have a chance. Otherwise, you're just writing for people you don't even know if they're ever gonna answer to you. Some people might never even gonna see your message. You might be writing an email, spend 1.5 hours of your time writing, and maybe that person won't even open your message and will never see that email. Okay, so you do not want to take that risk. It's not smart in your situation. Right now, it's not smart. Okay, so just ask if they want a sample, and if they say, yeah, sure, show me something, then you show it. Because now you're not going in the spam folder anymore. Now you are having a conversation with them. They're gonna see it, and you have the chance to actually prove how you can write. So for that reason, do not just write the sample up front and send out the message, but send the message, understand if they want the sample, and in that case, you send the sample. But now, what sample are you gonna write? An email, a script? Are you gonna help them with their sales page? Look, all you're doing is write something that it's gonna be helpful to them. Something that they can use right away and is actually helpful for the brand. Okay? So for example, if they have a lead magnet or an email list form, you already know they have an email list, just send an email that they could send out. If they post short form content, they could use a script, write a script for them. If they have a sales page, you might write for them a new heading. Whatever it is, write something that is useful. That don't write just to write. Think about it. If they have a lunch, they're launching a new product, write an email for the lunch. Write a copy for an ad for the launch. Whatever you're doing, do something that is helpful to the brand, to the prospect. Otherwise, it's just useless. Now, my go-to copy whenever I write for a prospect is either an email or a list, is either an email or a script that provides value in the actually provides value to the audience, and then calls to action to the offer. So basically saying, here are 4 ways you can make this much of money in 2024. Bam, 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 bam. If you want to learn more, click here and I can show it to you. Simple, okay? Value and the call to action. Something valuable to the reader, and then you call them to the action and you send them to the offer. So whenever they say yes to the sample, you decide what type of copy you want to send them based on what they need. Now, on which platform are you going to be sending out those messages? In which platform are you going to be outreaching? Instagram, Facebook, and emails. Now, they all work. You need to understand that they all work. There's not one that's better than the other one. They all work. But the secret to success is to actually combine them. Don't just send out DMs. Don't just send out messenger DMs. Don't just send out emails. Send all of them. This is how you have the highest chances of success. And now each one of these platforms has its own tricks and rules, so let's see them. And let's start with Instagram. Now, Instagram is kind of tricky because it's the easiest to start with. You just find prospects there and you outreach there. It's very easy. But a lot of people do the big mistake of outreaching while having a shitty profile. I want you to have a good profile. Otherwise, you're not getting replies. You're not going to get replies. Like I'm telling you, they will not open your. They will not answer to you if you look like a bot. They will not. You need to look like a professional, real, and competent person. And there's a way to do it. Okay, first of all, you want to have a professional profile picture. I did mine with AI, with using Remini AI. You can do the there's the free trial. It's not sponsored, by the way. It's just what I used. You download the app. It's free trial. You do your own AI image. Now you want to have at least 200 followers. Okay, and that's because otherwise, they're going to think you just created your account. So I don't care how you want to get there. If you want to buy followers, whatever you want to do, get 200 followers. Then you want to have copywriter in the name. This is going to help the search engine optimization. And they're going to find you if anyone needs a copywriter, they will find you right away. And at the same time, whoever you outreach to immediately understands that you are a copywriter. The bio needs to be clear, straight to the point. Mine is copywriter for 6 to 7 figure companies. You can have, I have personal brands, I write words that convert, something simple, straight to the point. Here, you want to have the link to your email portfolio. Now, in this course, I haven't showed how to create your email portfolio, but I have a video where I explain that. I'm going to put it up here and you find it down here in the description at the end of this course. Very simple. You just duplicate mine and do your own. That way, you just add it there and people can actually read your copy, how your copy is. Then you want to have your stories. These are fundamental. Like most copywriters don't have stories. And like stories are what make people, like stories are what show that you are real. Stories are what show that you're a real person who posts stories regularly. This is fundamental. Stories are fundamental. So for example, I have stories about my life, about my clients, about my students, and about my copy. The students, you're probably not gonna have this one, but the life, you just post stories of whatever you do. Clients, you post either testimonials or results that you're getting for your clients, or even positive feedback, everything, you post it in your stories. And then copy, you can just post some of the copy that you're writing. A copywriting tip, whatever. Just show people that you know what you're talking about. And then there's the posts, which are also fundamental. You want to have at least 5 posts. As you see, I have 6, but I've posted more now. And at least one of them needs to be a regular post, but you can also have all of them to be regular posts. And the other ones, don't do no carousels with Canva, please. Don't do that. Nobody cares about those. If you do some reels, post some reels about copywriting, about what you're doing, I don't care. Or just post some pictures of you. Just show that you're real. Just show that you are a real person. And if you really can't do that, post some Remini, do it with Remini, again, with AI. They're not gonna be that bad, okay? You're still gonna be able to have some posts at least. Better than having no posts, trust me, okay? So this is all you gotta do to fix your profile before outreaching on Instagram. Do not outreach on Instagram unless you have all of this together, because you're not gonna get results, simply. And then there's Facebook or Messenger outreach, okay? Facebook's a great platform to outreach. I landed a lot of clients using Facebook because the open rate is much higher than Instagram. When I receive a message on the Messenger, I'm like, who the hell is texting me on Messenger? Like, who uses Messenger? And for that reason, I read it, okay? So you get the attention of many more people, but there's one thing. You still need to somewhat look real, competent, and presentable, professional, okay? So what you want to do is professional profile picture, bio, the link to your portfolio, and a lot of posts of yourself. Now, it's not as strict as Instagram, because Instagram is really like your social ID. That's what people see. That's the first impression about you, is your Instagram. Now, Facebook, it's not that much. It's more what you do, okay? So more posts, but there's no stories, nothing like that. Just post a lot of posts and show that you're real, and that's it. And finally, email outreach. Now, email outreach has always been a very valid outreach method, and it still is very effective, okay? You do not need a professional domain. A good Gmail address is good enough for you to make it, okay? All you need is a good Gmail address, and you're good. Okay, you don't need to start buying domains. You don't need to do anything. All you need to do is a good Gmail address. So last name dot first name at gmail.com works, because the Gmail emails, Gmail domains have a higher delivery rate than a professional domain. Like, imagine you get a professional domain, now you need to warm it up, and your chances of going to the spam folder are much higher. So if you're gonna do email outreach, just create a Gmail address and use that one. And as we know, with emails, we need to add a subject line. So something that you could use is, for example, here are 3 examples of subject lines that you can use. I heard you're looking for a writer. Did you call me? Quick question about your offer, okay? This is, the name of their offer. This is it. You just use one of these, and just create some curiosity, some intrigue. They're gonna open it and they're gonna read your email. Now, unfortunately, you're not gonna get always replies to your outreach, okay? A lot of times, your outreach is gonna be read, like people are gonna see your outreach, but they're not gonna be answering. They're gonna leave you on read. And for that reason, you're gonna follow up, okay? First follow-up that I want you to send after 24 hours is, hey, thought I'd go ahead and send you my portfolio. Here is thought, not through. Hey, thought I'd go ahead and send you my portfolio. Here it is. You send the link to your portfolio. If you're interested, I can create a sample tailored to your business real quick. Let me know, Mattia. Okay? So you're basically finding the excuse of, hey, I haven't sent you my portfolio, to reach out again, to follow up again. And the follow-up number 2, you're gonna send 72 hours after the first follow-up, after the first message. So 48 hours after the first follow-up is gonna be, sorry Mark, sorry name, I know you're very busy, so I went ahead and wrote the sample for you, even though you didn't. Just tell me if you'd like to give it a look and I'll send it over right away. This is gonna be my last message. Don't want to disturb you any further. Thanks for your time. Two follow-ups like these should be enough. Now you're gonna keep on outreaching and you're gonna start receiving some yes to your proposal. You're gonna start receiving some yes. People want to see a sample for their business. So what you're gonna do is obviously write the sample and send it over in the least amount of time possible. For the content of the copy you're gonna write, you can either inspire yourself from the posts of the personal brand, or from the products they're selling, or from whatever they're posting right now. You can inspire yourself to that. Okay, or if they're very talkative, very responsive, you can even ask them, is there a specific topic you would like me to write the sample about? And they're gonna tell you, okay? And whenever you have the email copy ready, in this case it was an email, you say, hey, your type of copy is here. You send the link to either a document, Google document, or to a Notion doc, and you just say, let me know how you like it. Now, unfortunately, as humans, sometimes we just ghost people, okay? So either people are not gonna even look at your sample, or they're gonna look at it and not tell you anything, not give you any feedback. So for that reason, we want to follow up, okay? So the first follow-up is gonna be after 24 hours from sending the sample, and it's gonna be, hey, name, did you get a chance to check out the sample? And the second follow-up is gonna be 72 hours after sending the sample, and it's gonna be, sorry to disturb again, I know you're very busy, I'm waiting for your feedback on the sample I sent you, let me know what you think. That's it, simple. Now, if the prospect answers that he likes the sample, he will most likely ask you how much do you charge for it, okay? And for our first client, I suggest charging around $30. I think $30 is a fair price to start, okay? But still, I suggest you to never say the price, never say the exact price. Always say a range, a range that they can afford. So for example, if you decided to charge 30, say I charge between $25 to $40 a copy based on how many copies a week you need. And it's true. If they're asking for 10 of those a week, you can definitely make a discount to 25. If you're asking for one a week, you could say, hey, I generally charge 40, but for you, I can do 30. So that way you're making them think like you are doing a discount when you're not, okay? So as I said, the higher the volume, the lower the price, and vice versa. Some people are gonna be like, oh, but I want the payment up front. I want to make sure that I'm gonna receive the money. You are a beginner. You are not in charge of these right now. All you care about is making some experience. You don't care about $30. You should not care about $30. You should care about making the experience with the client. That's worth much more than $30, okay? So what you want to do is to work up front and ask for the payment once you deliver. You are not gonna be like, okay, send me 50% up front and then I'll start working. Because no, you want to start working. It's your first client, first experience. It's gonna maybe give you a referral. Like, you want to just worry about providing a great service. Do not worry about the money now. You're gonna then later ask for the payment through Stripe, PayPal, or whatever, and after you write the copy, not before, okay? Especially if you're a beginner. And now, some people prefer closing the deal via DM, others rather hop on a call, okay? So if you see the prospect is interested, but not sure about your offer, about working with you, about you writing copy for them, but they are interested, offer to hop on a call with them, okay? And all you're gonna do in this call is you're gonna try to see if you can work together. You're gonna try and see if you can work together, understand what does the client need, what is he looking for, what can you offer, and agree on a price on the call. That is all you gotta do. And there is a small framework that Alex Hormozzi uses and that you can use and that I use to close the client in the call effortlessly. It's called the closer framework. And C, first of all, clarify why they are there. L, label them with a problem. O, overview past pain. S, sell the vacation. E, explain away concerns. And R, reinforce decision, okay? These are the 6 steps of the sales call. So first of all, why are they there? Why did they decide to jump on a call? What is their problem, okay? What is going on? Ask them, just how is everything going? What are you looking for, okay? Then label them with a problem. What is going on? Like, what actually is going on? Keep asking questions until you understand what is going on with their business that is not working, why they're looking to work with someone else, okay? Now, have they already tried to fix this problem and failed? What have you tried in the past that didn't work? Have you worked with other copywriters already? Maybe you know what your experience with them, what happened, what did they do for you that didn't work, okay? And then you want to sell the vacation. Tell them literally how good your service is gonna be. the benefits of your service. What are they gonna see in their business better after you deliver this service, okay? Really sell the vacation. It's gonna be so good. Just say, you're gonna see these results. These are the results that I can give you. This is what I'm gonna do. And the goal of this is gonna be this. And this is supposedly gonna do this to your business, to your audience, and whatever. And then they're probably gonna have some questions. So explain away the questions. And finally, just reinforce the decision. Say, hey, I'm ready to start. Let's get into it. I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna send you everything now. And boom. You close your client, you start working with them, you provide a good service, and then from there you scale. You land more clients, you ask your clients for referrals, and all that kind of stuff that is gonna get you to much more than $10,000 a month if you provide a good service. And that was basically it. You're done with the course. Now, what are your next steps? First of all, join my Discord and start practicing. Write your first piece of copy, review, analyze copy. There, you find everything there, the prompts, everything, okay? Then fix your Instagram profile, and I would almost add do your email portfolio, okay? Do your email portfolio. Then you want to craft your own outreach message, okay? As I said, I gave you this sample. Now write your own, and you can get into the outreaching 50 outreaches a day, offering, and then also sending out the follow-up, offering a free sample. Keep doing it until you write 100 samples for the prospects who say yes. Okay, so until you receive 100 yes and you write 100 samples for your clients, for your prospects, keep doing it. And if by the time you outreach 100 samples, you don't have a paying client ready, a retainer, come back to me, come here, like in the comments or send me a DM, whatever, and I'm gonna shut down my YouTube channel because that means I'm talking shit. But I know that I'm not. I know that this works. I know that if you write that many samples for that many people, you're gonna get clients. You're probably gonna have more clients than you can handle. Like you're gonna probably comment down here saying, I have too many clients, can you take some? Okay, so just do that. This is what I want you to do now. Obviously, if you want to check the email copy camp, it's real. It's actually something real. You can find it down here in the description. And hope you enjoyed the video. If so, leave a like, drop a comment. I don't know why the camera is doing this. I honestly don't know, but I think the value was immaculate. If so, let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like, share. Anything you want to do really helps me and push the video to more people and get more people to know about copywriting. So that was it. Hope you have a great day and talk soon.